Alright guys, welcome to the final lesson of this section before we head over to building a project from scratch by ourselves, which is where you solidify your knowledge of React Router. Alright, in this lesson we just want to make sure if we click on this button over here, it takes us to the user detail page, and also if we click on this, it takes us to a repo details page. Right now if you click on it, it does nothing, and it's actually a button inside of a button. So we're going to fix that and just see how everything works. I just need you to code along with me. So if we go back to the home.js, first of all, we need to tackle this user button here to take us to the user details page. All right, that should be this. So this button, we simply need to turn it. Should we turn it into a link, or we should just use a navigate? We should use a navigate function here. Let's see. Let's try turning this to a link first and see how it looks like. So we're just gonna say 2, and that should go to /users. Let me just check the URL. Let me just check the route name again. User details page, users, user, and then the username. All right. Back to our home page. Users, user, and then /. Oh, we need to use backticks, but that's okay. I'm just going to remove this and this. Okay, that should be user.login. Oh yeah, this is it, user.owner.login. So we'll just copy that and paste in here, just like that. Let's head over to our browser and test it. Okay, it doesn't look like a button anymore. We want it to look like that. So I think it would be better we just use the button elements rather than the link element. But if I click on it, okay, it works. And let's head back and try that again actually. Now let's click on this guy over here. All right, it works. But like we said, we want this to be a button and not a link. Actually, we can just leave this like this. We don't really need to turn this to a button, because if we turn it to a button, it will be quite the same as this. I think it's better we just leave it as a link. All right, that one is done. Now we are just going to fix this. You can see it's kind of like we have nested buttons in here. We don't want that. We want a single button that has an on-click element, or we can wrap a link element inside of it rather. So this is it here. As you can see, view repo, it's a button inside of a button, and we are simply just going to turn this into a link too. So we won't be using any use navigate function over here. So link, and that's going to link to view repo. Okay, the page we need to view the repo detail hasn't been created, so we need to go ahead and create that. Let's head back to our route and add the path to it. So we can just copy and paste this, and then we can say repo detail, and that's component, and that should be repo detail, just like that. Let's add it next to the repos. Okay, that's the home page. Let's just add it below, before the not found route. So we'll copy the about route, paste it in here, and then we'll say this should be repo detail, and this is supposed to take 2 parameters, right? So back in our repo detail.js file, we have 2 parameters here. We're expecting the name of the repo and the username of the repo owner. So we are just going to copy that, head back here, put a / and then column for the parameter you want. We'll paste that in. First we need the name parameter, / column, and then the next parameter. This is how we do it. So now just need to use the repo detail. Does it need authentication? No, it doesn't. All right, let's refresh our code back in the browser, see if we don't have any errors. If I refresh, yeah, I think you see we don't have any errors. Now let's implement the functionality where if we click on this button, it takes us to the new repo detail page we just created. All right, back to our home page. So this view repo link over here, it should take us / repo detail. That's just the new path we just created, and we can copy it also. Repo detail / username and /. So back in our home, we actually need to turn this into a backtick since we're adding a variable to the path. So we'll just copy that in here and then we can change them one by one. So for the name, it's $. So this is the name of the repo. I think we used it up here. All right, so that should be repo.name. Paste that, and then the username of the repo owner, that should be repo owner.login. We copy that, our $ curly braces, and then we paste that in there. Now I think that should be all. Let's head back to our browser and see if it works. First, I'm just going to give it a refresh. All right, now let's click on the first repo. We should now see that it works. Now we actually added functionality to go to the user details page when we click on this button. So let's test that. Click on it. Right, it takes us to the user detail page. Everything seems to be working fine. All right, my friends, we've had to digest quite a lot for this course. I know it's a lot for you guys, but don't worry, when we build the next project from scratch, I think that is where you start to grasp these concepts. And when you also do your own projects afterwards, that is when you solidify all the concepts for React Router. And always remember, I'll be here to help you out whenever you need anything at all regarding this course. Thank you so much for watching this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.